Hello, my marvelous muses. How are we doing, guys? So it is day 2 of the Halloween collaboration with Mary over at Resin Me Up and Laura at Laura's Design Studio. And I'm going to do a pumpkin here. And I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to paint the stem with green. But the rest of this, I'll show you in just a second what I'm going to do. Let me grab my green right quick. Let me grab the green. Grab my green. Where is this green? No, that's aqua. I want more green. More of the green. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Do this green. All right. So, let me brush this green in right quick here. All right. Okay, gotta get down inside of here. The leaves come out to here. All right. Okay, I'm going to use a Q-tip here and clean this up a little bit. Clean this up a little. Wipe that off there. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, I see a spot here. There we go. All right. So now, what we're going to put in here is candy corn. This is actually an autumn mix. It's got pumpkins too, but we're not putting the pumpkins in because they're kind of fat, kind of chunky pumpkins. Get the bag open here. And we're going to pour a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of this stuff out here. Alright, so let's move these out of the way. Hope it's more candy corn than anything. It is. Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let me get the pumpkins out. Because, yeah, these pumpkins are too big to go down in here. Definitely. Yeah, thank goodness it's more candy corn than pumpkins. So do you like candy corn, guys? Or some people like it, some people hate it. We'll put the pieces into it. It won't hurt. So that's what's going in our pumpkin. We are going to put it in resin and we are going to drop it down inside of there. And there are a few pumpkins in here. I may let Cody have those later. So I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'm going to mix up some resin and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back. So I got my resin mixed up here. Before I finish, I'm going to put some sparkle in it because we're just doing clear resin and the candy corn. So I want it to be pretty sparkly. And this doesn't take much of this. So we're not going to go crazy with it because I want to be able to see the candy corn. I don't want it to be so many sparkles that you can't see the candy corn inside. And what I'm going to do is we're going to divide this into 2 cups. We're going to mix the candy corn in and I'm going to run it through my Let's Resin debubbler to try to get the bubbles out. If I put it in here, this cup's already fairly full and it's going to make it full and it will probably bubble over. So we're going to split this up. Alright. And I'll probably do a little bit more in this one because this is a little bit taller so it won't bubble over as easy. And I'll watch it. I'll sit here and watch it, make sure it doesn't. Alright, so let's drop the candy corn in here. A handful in here, a little bit more in here, and a little bit more in the other one. I gave Cody the pumpkins. He was trying to talk me out of my candy corn. I was like, no, just for the resin. If you didn't see, I did a jar where I did all kinds of candy in there, nerds and stuff like that. It turned out really cute. Really, really cute. I even put some of the wrappers in with it from the candy. Alright, so I'm going to run this through my debubbler and we'll be right back when it's time to pour it in the mold. I'll see you then. Okay, we are back. So we are ready to pour this in. There were actually quite a few bubbles in this. So I'm glad I ran it through there. Get this shoved down in here. Hang on. Not a lot of room in the sides here to shove this down in. Here, we'll just put this side out. Now it's going down in. Just got to do it a little at a time. And they did get soft. Some of them are breaking apart, but that's alright. It's still going to be a cool effect. Okay, we're going to put a little bit in the lid here too, because I want the stem though to be filled mostly with resin. Because that was the issue I had last time. I let too much candy get into the stem. And the stem broke off when I got ready to demold it on the jar. The lid of the jar had like a little, it wasn't a stem, it was something else on there. But it actually broke off because the candy was kind of in the middle of it. Alright, let's get this over here. Getting this candy out to these little edges without getting bubbles is going to be another trick. A trick in itself. Alright. Let's get some down in here more. Alright. Gotta get this down inside. Come on. Alright. Now we're going to put a little bit of resin in here. Okay. Again, more candy. And yeah, the candy got soft and mushy, but that's alright. Like I said, we're going to know it's candy corn. And we're going to see how it turns out. Always try to look for weird new things to put in resin. And this would be one. One of the new weird things I wanted to put in resin. It's getting there. I might need more resin. Maybe not. We shall see. Yeah, we're going to have enough. We're going to have enough. Almost there, guys. All right. All right. So we have a little bit of room left here on the bottom. Just a tiny bit. We're going to put a few here. All right. Now, on this one, I'm going to go around these edges here. Make sure we have resin down in these little tips. Because if we don't, we will have bubbles here. Alright. Resin in there, okay. Alright, let's do a little bit more resin on top. Alright, and then I have a pumpkin here that I'm just going to fill this up with the rest of it. Because I did not want this to go to waste. And I figured I might have a little bit left, and just in case, I was like, let me just fill another pumpkin. It was so funny today. I was watching a YouTube reactor. I watch him. He's younger. Not like really young, but younger. And he was watching or listening to music reaction. He was listening to the Partridge Family. And had never heard of the Partridge Family. I'm like, what? How have you never heard of the Partridge Family? You live in the U.S., you know, and then I got to thinking, well, maybe he never saw the reruns, you know. But I just found it hilarious. He was just amazed by him. And I was like, people in the comments were, you know, educating him, of course, how people do on these YouTube music reactors that have never heard these. They're like, oh my gosh, Partridge Family. And they tell him all about who they were and the concept of the show and stuff like that, so it was pretty cool. But I thought it was neat. I hadn't heard the Partridge Family in a long time. And it was I Think I Love You, David Cassidy. My favorite was Sean Cassidy, which was his half-brother. I guess he's still touring. I saw that the other day. I was like, wow. Yeah. Actually named my first son Sean after him. Weirdly enough. Alright. Well, we'll see how this turns out. I'll see you guys back when this is cured. Bye. We are back. So we're ready to demold our pumpkins here and see what we got. Now, stay tuned till after this is done, because we're going to have the drawing for the dragon mold, the dragon on the dragon egg mold from Let's Resin from about a little over a week ago. And we're going to have the drawing for that. So, stay tuned. We are using the comet picker. 63 gears, 63 gears. There's different ways, but I put in 63, and that's what we're using to pick the winner. The comet picker. So stay tuned to the end to see who wins. The winner will have 3 days to contact me. If I do not hear from them within 3 days, we will pick another winner. Oh, look at this, guys. That turned out pretty. Oh my gosh, look at the candy corn. Oh my gosh, I love it. That is so cool. We got a little corny here. Oh. Alright, come on. Get this out. We got a little corny. Oh, come on. Alright, I got a couple little spots here where I got to pick off some excess. Got one little hole right there I need to fill in. Oh, maybe a little one here. Actually, no, we're just going to trim this off. Yeah, I got excess there. Very pretty. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I just got to trim off the excess. And then our little extra pumpkin here. Oh, cute. Look at the little matte one. Oh, those are pretty. I like those. So yes, we have two beautiful pumpkins here made from candy corn. That turned out so pretty. I didn't get any bubbles in the candy corn. I got my pretty sparkly glitter. That is so pretty. So pretty. Like I said, we got a little bit here we got to clean up. We just watched another one of the Star Wars movies. It was actually where the prequels is what I'm gonna call them, and how you find out how Darth Vader came to be. Kind of sad. It was very sad when you see how he came to be. And now we got the set we got didn't have the last 3 in it. So, and I looked online and they're kind of expensive for the last 3. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can find, if I can find a cheaper version of it. There we go. Much better. Much better. What do we think, guys? You like the corny pumpkins? I kind of like the matte one, too. That's actually really cool. I got a bubble in the top of there. But that's alright. We'll fill that in. Very cute. Alright, guys. Hang out till this end. I am going to say bye now, but I will we'll have the drawing immediately following this, so stay tuned. But I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I hope your resin cure is beautiful. Your craft projects turn out amazing. I hope you are happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Like I said, stay tuned after this, so bye. We are picking the winner of the giveaway for the mold. So I typed in 63 gears, or 63, and we're going to pick a winner. Okay, so it is Amy here, 13, 63 gears. So Amy, message me, email me. My email is marvelousartsy@gmail.com. I'm going to give you 3 days to get a hold of me. If you don't get a hold of me in the next 3 days, we will pick another winner. All right, guys. Congratulations.